There he is.
Who is?
User joined your
He's
channel.
been there. He's been there for like forever.
No, I'm in the game.
I'm always here.
He's
I
here
am
in
Ninja.
bot. Well, you aren't always here. You're here in spirit, but not in
I'm
spirit.
in my channel.
Yeah, you were in your channel. I'm just saying you're not always in TeamSpeak. Neither am I.
Don't you guys have the password channel?
No.
Oh,
No.
Password
well,
for
fuck.
whose channel? What, for your
Mine.
channel?
Yeah.
No one
shit.
does. It's your channel. You haven't given out the password to anyone.
Oh shit, I could do that in a minute.
I don't
If I
want to,
remember it.
because I never actually want to go in there.
If I remember.
It's one of those, okay, I've been in enough office rooms to know that every time I step in some sort of office room, it's going to go bad. It's like, oh, Bullet says, come into my office. I already know something's wrong, even though he says something's wrong. It's like, yeah, something's wrong. It always comes down to the same bullshit, too. It's like, oh,
You can
change
just
who
chill
you
in there.
are. Don't be
I mean-
yourself. Become what we want you to be. That's
Oh,
horrible. I don't think you've ever had that talk.
Conform.
Thank
no,
God.
not
Thank
really.
God you haven't had that talk. That's horrible talk.
Would
You don't want
like
to have
know
that.
why? There's a very specific reason why. Because
For
I could
what?
bitch down in any second.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, don't piss off the guys who control things.
Okay, well, let's initiate turn order. 'Tis the process. Okay,
I
well,
don't
let's
move
initiate
on
turn
to
order
that.
for the people who are actually in the town. We'll start with the town, and then
Yeah.
we'll go outside of the town.
Alright.
Sorry, Sains, and whoever else. What?
Oh, yeah, he's the only important one,
Okay.
right?
Okay, Annabelle, you have the chance to break the mold. Good luck. And you did. You choked. It's like, no, I
Wow.
want to see whatever this person has in store. Okay, Cbass, what do you got? So describe it to me. You're in an alley, but I mean, what's around you?
Are these tokens actually something?
Yeah, no, there's no tokens on the map that aren't nothing. So those are considered troll berserkers, which are they're very burly men. Not really men. They're burly creatures. They don't even wield armor or weapons. They just use their fists. Maybe some padding on the fists, but besides that, that's what they rely on is fists.
Okay. Are they particularly doing anything?
I don't know, are they? No, they're just idling mostly. They're part of the patrol around the region.
How long have I been in town?
Good question. Low number, roll a d5. Okay, so about 3 months. Not that long. Just enough to get a feel for all of its people. Then half
Okay.
the time it's you're anonymous, but you're not anonymous. They know who you are, but at the same time you're trying to avoid contact.
Suppose I would go to someone at this point, and actually, I'd probably go in and get lodging.
Okay. So that would go up to there's only 2 lodging areas. That's you got to go to housing or you got to go to the Watered Sands, which is the tavern. It's also an inn. Which one is more comfortable? That is to be decided. No one actually asked.
I guess I would go to housing.
Okay. Housing is to the south. Literally, it's labeled housing. So, are you observing anything along the way, or are you just strolling because Sane's straight beeline, not even caring about anything around you, just going straight for the objective?
I'd probably see if I notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, let's do 100. Do you notice anything out of the ordinary? Okay, so yeah. Is that an encounter? Yeah. So, you don't even get to move. Let's rewind the clock. Okay, so this is a hostile encounter within our own town. So if I had to guess...
An angry duck appears.
No.
Okay.
Give me
it's
some
a goose.
ideas. What would be attacking him right now?
Someone prejudiced?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, are we gonna
I mean,
really go that way? No, it's not that. It's not the orcs or the trolls.
A drunk person? Hey, you
I'm gonna go with that? No. Because most of the drunk people stay in the tavern.
A person
know.
suffered from werewolves.
Wait, say that again?
A person who has suffered because of werewolves.
Okay, so what? Part of his pack come to take vengeance? No.
Hey.
Keep trying.
What about those sand things?
What sand things?
Off to the east, they used to be there.
There's a lot of sand things. What, do you mean, you're talking about
Like
desert
desert
spiders?
stalkers
No, they
and
wouldn't be
stuff
this far in.
Let's see. I could simplify it for you.
Okay. Please
Right.
do so.
Find one.
That's it?
Yeah.
Find one of his minions.
Simplify.
Wait, what is happening?
Look right next to him.
What about right next to him?
You see what's next to
he's
him?
up.
He's not in housing.
Why
Yeah.
is it? It says.
Well, you're wrong, because he's back where he was.
Oh, now there. Okay, now it up.
Are we really gonna have it where you... Okay, fine. I guess one of your guys got overzealous and wanted to take out the new guy.
No, he doesn't want to take him out. He wants to, like, get his genetic material.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, these are... 7 has pawns, and the pawns are autonomous. And so sometimes they get hostile.
Okay.
So that's what you notice is out of the ordinary, because, you know, this person, you've never seen them, like, you don't see these people, if they even count as people, around the town very often. They usually stay in one area, but now there's one right next to you, so what do you do?
I mean, is it overtly obvious this thing isn't human?
Yes. At least to your eyes. To the standard rank and file person, it looks human enough, but you can see subtle signs that, you know, this is not a human. This is not someone that is, you know, fully genetically human.
I'm gonna try and jump on the roof.
Okay, that would be
Behind me?
acrobatics. Okay, alright, so you immediately just jump on the roof, and you got the free shuffle too, so you can move 5 feet back, so you're out of his melee range. So the presence behind this, was it behind you? Do a d4, let's see what angle it came from. So from your left, which is over here, this thing comes up, and is it 7? Is it trying to swing at him, or is it like?
Well, since not me controlling.
Okay. What do you mean it's not you
no.
controlling him?
He's autonomous.
Okay, he's okay. So we'll go with autonomous.
He's
So
an
I guess I
anomaly.
control him then. So let's see. Does he? So he comes out, and you're just like, he's not trying to do anything, but you're threatened by it, and so you leap up onto the roof. So you get the free shuffle, which means you can move 5 feet. So you can move 5 feet any direction. So diagonal. So you move out of his reach, and he is chasing you up onto the roof. And that's how you know he's not human, because he's like climbing the roof with his bare hands. This is easily as you jumped up there. It's like using, like you notice that now it has claws.
Is there a minimum range on ballistic weapons?
For what is your weapon? It's heavy weapon or a medium weapon?
I believe so. I believe it's a heavy long.
Okay, so heavy weapon has a medium range of 10 feet. So he's within the 10 feet. You can't. He's staying within your minimum range.
Okay, so I can hit him with an arrow.
No, you cannot. You're too close.
I can't.
Yeah, so you have to be 15 feet and beyond is where you can hit from.
What's movement?
You can just move. So.
I mean, like, what's distance?
What's the distance?
Yeah, for a kick.
Your agility is 40, so you can move up to 60. So you can move pretty quickly in one action. So you're just trying to run away, just as fast as humanly possible, away from this threat. You can even so much as leap. Actually, D100. Can you leap onto a building nearby, like from where you are? You would jump into the field. Yes. So you can leap from your place to wherever. So you're gonna leap inside the castle.
He cannot.
What do you mean he cannot?
He's got to climb this thing.
What do you mean he's got to climb it? He already leaped.
Well, he can't. No, my dude.
Oh, your dude? Yeah, your dude is he's not a leaper, so he has to leap down, and now he's trying to climb up the railing or whatever.
So I mean, he does have something
Absolutely, let's
interesting.
roll that. Okay, so your guy wouldn't, because under your orders you're not supposed to enter the keep. He's not supposed to enter the keep. Keep a low profile, and it's like, what's more obvious than sending one of your guys inside? I mean, you already gave yourselves away before, but why do it more?
Wonder what he's gonna do then.
So, it's not so much what he's going to do, it's what the guards are going to do. So Finn is just trying to stay away. The guards are noticing something's up, and they're walking towards it, and then he just starts pelting it the other way.
Oh, okay. So at least he's not gonna attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, and by the time they reach him, and they're, let's see, do they notice? They did not notice Finn jumping and stuff. They were kind of oblivious to any of that happening until he hit he was trying to climb the wall.
I think I'm gonna and then keep running along the wall until I get to housing.
Okay, so you're gonna use the castle as safe haven. So you'll just you can just walk now. So you're gonna get to the tower. Let's see, are you so from there? No, nothing else will happen. So cautionary, you're using now that you see that whatever these creatures are, they're not gonna go inside the keep. You're using the keep as somewhat cover. It's really barren on the walls. Like mostly there's supposed to be archers up here, but most of them have died. So we need to replace our archers eventually.
Can I look around before I jump down just
Sure,
to make sure there isn't anything else?
You should be careful when you're looking around, though. Okay, so.
Oh yeah.
Is that an encounter, though? It is not an encounter. So you're just noticing all the things, like you're taking in the sights. Main things you see is that, like under one of the trees is a weird old man wizard. I think you guys all know who Arrow is by now, except Finn.
Of course.
So he hasn't taken his trip yet. He's getting mentally prepared for the adventure, but I mean he needs to eventually get his ass up and going. So do you approach him, or do you just like sit there, or do you just walk?
I don't see any of those other whatever I was gonna get down. Ignore the old guy and probably head into housing.
Okay, so you just see this old dude, and you're kind of curious, but you're not really. You just said, "All right, go to housing." All right, so you walk in, and there's a slight argument. It's really just a father arguing with his son about, because Dogma wants his son to be like him, or at least take on some measure of the family name, and Egro's the rebellious one. He doesn't want to be either. So you have to Finn D100. So in short, it's he's running past you, and he's like shoving you out of the way. He's shoving you further into the building, and you kind of fall over because he does it so quickly that it's like, who was that? What happened? And so Dogma's like yelling out of the door. It's like, hey, you shouldn't do that to people. And it's like, sorry for my son. He's a bit headstrong. So what can we do for you?
I'm looking for a place to stay.
Okay. It's like, well, you've come to the right place. That depends, but sadly, nothing is free. So, how much do you have on you at the moment?
I take out like a bag of coins and then like unknowingly just kind of like show it to him.
Okay. It's like, oh, not bad. That's plenty then. Let's see, what is housing pricing right now? Do I want to do low price? So roll a d20. Housing is relatively cheap, so. Well, everything's relatively cheap. It's just the fact that you have to buy almost everything. So you have to sacrifice 5 favor to get housing for the day. Let's see. So Dius is now doing a different plan where nowadays it's you have to pay in order to live in housing and be relatively comfortable. You have to pay that standard rent, the first rent, repeatedly per session. So every session you have to pay 5 favor. It's kind of cheap, but at the same time it's like, alright, I better start making an income then.
Okay.
So do you accept the terms?
I nod.
You do not, or you do?
I said I nod. Yes.
Oh, you nod. Okay, so now here comes the next part, which is you click yourself, you click the red bubble, and you delete what's in there, and you hit -5, and it'll take 5 off the bubble. There you go. So, easy peasy. So you have the cost. That they show you where to go. No, they just point on the map. Like they point on a map of this area, and it's just they just say, "All right, your house is here." Can you understand where it is though? Because they're just pointing onto a map of the housing area. It is a D100 question. Okay, so it's like this map is rather elaborate and confusing. So, do you ask for confirmation?
I'd be like, just
What you be like? Oh.
can someone say something?
Okay, it's like what you be like.
Anyone say anything?
I think his mic might have died.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. No, maybe. Yes, probably.
I'm
I'm
not good.
connecting.
Yeah.
User
His
disconnected
headset
from your
might
channel.
have died. Let's try for 2.
Soon to be resurrected by the great necromancer.
User joined your channel.
You'll get it eventually.
Hello?
Okay, hello. There goes your audio. You are boned.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, well, you be like what?
Oh, I said I don't understand this.
Oh, you just tell him I don't understand the map. And so, like, they're not really willing to guide you there. So, the one they usually tell them to guide is their son, who just stormed out. So Dogma's not gonna. None of them are gonna volunteer. So they're pretty much. They're gonna at least give you. So they're gonna give you a rough a rough sketch of where it is, but the rest is pretty much you're on your own. Just finding it.
Okay.
They give you a set of keys and a map, and it's like, good luck finding it. That's pretty cool. So you just leave?
Probably head up, yeah. I'd probably grab everything and then go.
Oh. Okay, so now you get to D100, the map. Then see, alright, can I get to where I need to go from this, does it take you long? In fact, let's make it the challenge type, which is just keep D100ing until it succeeds, and let's see how long it takes you. Say, oh, that's pretty easy. So after a little bit of analysis, you find it. It's around... I'll have to make a housing area sometime, because it needs to expand. But it hasn't really expanded. The housing area is pretty small. So yours... We're at 7. I'm going to take yours. I'm going to use the green. So it's like a small nook.
Oh no.
It's barely... So the green area is where you currently reside. Not a very big. It's reasonably big, but it's not very big.
You could have just confiscated a house.
Yeah, he could have, but that's that's you though. You want so D100. Let's see the furnishing. Does it look like a run? Okay, so it's not run down. Out of all the things they are, keeping rundown places is not one of their things. So the place is reasonably furnished. It has all your amenities. There's a place to cook. There's a bathroom. There's the living room. It's very crowded, though. It's very cramped. All of it is in a... It's like they don't believe in large open spaces.
Okay. If I have any belongings that I brought with me from the forest, I'd probably drop it
D100,
off.
do you actually have any belongings to bring with you from the forest? No. You didn't have a... You don't have a lot of belongings.
Then after looking at it, I'd probably leave and lock it.
Okay, just leave and lock. So you have a house now, and then you look at it, and then you turn around and walk out and just lock the door again.
Yeah.
Funny. Alright, so what now? So you have lodging. Found a place to live. So for 3 months you haven't found a place to live. You've just been on the street, just observing, and now you actually decided, you know what, I should get a place. Sounds funny.
I forgot who I first talked to that allowed me to stay.
Troik. He's in the center of the town.
Okay. I would probably go up to Troik and see if he has any work.
Okay. So... Let's see. Is Troik busy? No. He's just wandering. Usually he tries to keep to himself. Okay. Close, not quite. It's Limus. So you're just near the tree?
Oh. Sorry.
Okay. So, is he noticing you? So, he hears, because he's had to deal with a lot of stealthy people. He hears you, he turns around, and it's like, ah, you. Who are you again?
I'm Finn.
Okay. It's like, ah, yes, the werewolf. The not-so-violent werewolf. You've just been kind of skulking around town. I take it you've been staying out of trouble.
Trying to.
Okay. It's like, oh, did something happen?
Not yet.
Okay. It's like, riddles. Was never a big fan, but okay, I guess I will go with that. It's like, so, I take it you're not just here to have a pleasant conversation.
No, I'm looking for ways of getting, and then I just pulled out the coin bag again.
Okay. It's like, just like every other adventurer, you're out for the coin. See, does he... It's like, well, I do have some things. So, let's see. It's like, but it's not here, so he's gonna start walking this way, and he's just asking you to follow. So, how far does he... So, he stops right about there. It's like, so you can talk with wolves, correct? Or am I mistaken? So, no, that's not your... Well, you'd rather not. Because, I mean, you have an intellect now, and you'd rather use it not to... I don't know, that's up to you.
Can.
Okay. It's like, well... More allies would be ideal. So, one of the few places we need scouting is the northern approaches, the swamp and the forests. We haven't had a scout up there in a while, and to be honest, I need someone that won't be missed. I am willing to pay, though. It's like, oh, don't act so surprised. I mean, I can't afford to send any of my people. Anyone I send ends up dead or gone. Well, at least with you adventurers, you seem to come back in one piece. You're used to the hard life.
And what's it worth, this scouting?
Let's see. Do a D10. How much is he willing to pay for this information? Watch, you'll get a lucky number, I bet. Okay, so 500, that's not bad. Just because of the risk factor involved. So, and it also counts as a task, so he's willing to pay you half favor bar, which is 500 favor, for a scouting mission, but he's asking you to scout 2 regions, both a swamp and a forest. Does he want anything else? No, just those 2 areas. He's just asking for scouting data, maybe get a good lay of the land. Because it's been a while since he sent anyone that way.
Conditions are agreeable.
Okay. It's like, glad you agree. For a second there, I thought you would see it as inadequate. See, he can somewhat aid you. Let's see. Is anyone from the town willing to go? Okay, so someone from the town is willing to go. Oh yeah, I'm heading that direction. It's like I forgot about myself. No, it's like I hear the tree man Whereat is looking for that direction as well. Maybe you should consider traveling with him. If anything else, he can act as a meat shield. It's like, oh, but that's not to say you can't do it on your own. Just, more allies is usually ideal in these parts.
My response is trees have meat.
Okay. That's not so much the meat you have to worry about, it's the fact that the darkness goes through this land and it corrupts everything it touches. Wouldn't want you falling back into feral nature, now wouldn't we?
I just kind of let the words hang in the air without a response.
It's like, I'm sorry if I offended. My apologies. Anyway, you should probably head on your way. I have other things I need to attend to. And he doesn't even say goodbye. He just walks away.
Yes, I will go to Ren. I have no idea how to pronounce that name.
It's up to you. It's like he gave you a tip, but you can go wherever you wanna. Okay, so there's me. Well, you don't even know who Whereat is. Like you haven't seen anything that resembles this description. What you have seen is a weird tree, and what you see is this swamp turtle eating said tree. So you're wondering. Let's see, but But I'm not going to stay asleep, I guess, at that moment I wake up, because, Squirtle's trying to eat me. So I just, it's one of those strange transformations, alright, like you're standing sort of nearby, there's a tree nearby, and then there's this giant thing eating it, and then this tree starts to move, and I get up, and I kind of try to brush Squirtle away. That's you, Annabelle, since you're the one eating me. Yeah. No, I meant like, are you going to try to resist me trying to push you away from me, from eating me?
I think Squirtle doesn't want to actually eat where at. He just thought he was a tree.
Okay, so, yeah, simple creature. Like, ugh.
After seeing a tree move, I would probably jump a few feet back.
Okay. It's like, and then, like, my face starts to turn towards you, and it's like, who you? You different.
There's a talking tree.
Yeah, because I am a talking tree. Well, that's what you're thinking inside your head, is like a talking tree.
I mean, like, he's calling me when he's a talking tree.
Okay. It's like, me not new, me been here. You new to parts. Who you?
I'm Finn.
Okay. Fight werewolves before. You not like them. You different. Why different?
I've been estranged from my pack.
It's like, You mean thrown out?
I suppose one could use those words.
Okay. So I'm just like kind of nodding my head. Okay, do I have no idea what your mission is. You have no idea what my mission is. So, are you going to bring up the whole Troik thing where he says, go help this person?
Yeah. I say, well, I guess you're the talking tree, Troik.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Okay, yeah, Troik.
Troik told me to find... I have a mission to the north of the Scout.
Okay, so I'm just sitting there pondering, and I'm hearing the words, but a part of me's not processing them because the whole non-sentience thing. So let's see. It's like, you mean swamps and forests? You're heading that way.
Yes.
So, and then I kind of do like an earthy chuckle. Troik. He man of manipulation. Now admit it. He is. So it's like, if had to guess, me supposed to judge you and your nature. Worth cost or not? Then I kind of do I do a shrug with my arms, my leg arms. And it's like, theory, not real. So I have not invited you in any sort of way, and you have not invited me in any sort of way. So we're just still at the Squirtle, which is, what would Squirtle be doing?
Sort of like walking up and sniffing Finn.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really. He has kind of a nose, but he doesn't really have a nose. So, what is your response to this giant creature, which is much larger than you, trying to sniff you?
It's like sniffing me in like it's gonna eat me kind of way, or
What type of way is he sniffing him?
Just curious.
Oh, curiosity.
I mean, if it doesn't look like it presents a visible threat, I just let it do whatever.
Okay. I don't know, does something that's like this tall, which is like 5 times taller than you, be considered a visible threat to you?
I mean, like, if it didn't look like it was approaching to like eat me, I'd
Yeah.
be fine with it, I guess.
Well, he doesn't really look like it. He doesn't look like he's gonna eat you. He just eats you. that's one of the habits that it has. So yeah, it's just walking up. And okay, besides sniffing him, what else is it doing? What else is Squirtle doing?
Nudging him with its head.
Okay, why?
He wants pats.
Okay, so it's like he's Finn. Do you actually recognize what it's trying to do? So it's like you're kind of unfamiliar with something that wants to be petted.
Like when it lowers its head, I back away.
Okay. And the Squirtle move after him.
He sort of tries to, but Were-Rat's in the way.
Yeah. So he like takes a step forward, but then Were-Rat's like kind of right there. So do I recognize it? No, it's like Squirtle is still it's somewhat new entity to me. Even though we've spent a lot of time together, it's like, remember, I'm also slowly losing my memories. So a lot of the stuff I don't really remember.
Yeah, and our group's been away for 9 years. So.
Yeah. So we've been separated for a while, so, me seeing Squirtle again and him coming along for whatever adventure is a little weird to me. And then I have Finn now, which is also weird. So, okay, besides that, so are you going to press the issue, like, we should team up, or... Because I'm not, my character's not.
I was told you had business in the same direction. Okay. And I usually work better with a pack.
And it's like, so I'm thinking, and then it's like, yes, find dragon. Forget what dragon's name is. It's like, yes, I guess pack, good idea. You can tell like I'm kind of hesitant. At the same time, I'm forgetting things almost immediately. And then Squirtle. Is Squirtle just going to follow me around?
Pretty much. That's what I told him to do.
Okay, so Squirtle's going to follow me. And then I guess we're on the adventure now. So, from there, do we have any other preparations before we leave, though?
This being my first adventure, I probably wouldn't know what to prepare and would just be like,
okay.
So me, no.
Okay, so I don't have any preparations because I don't need any. So I kind of like reach. Okay, well, first off, I try to reach forward, and are you gonna like dodge out of the way?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna try to move out of the way, and it's like quick on feet. Good. So, and then I guess I start trundling the other way. So, but that's just, okay, the group's formed and we'll move to the world map in a minute, but now we're doing Annabelle. Annabelle, what are you doing besides, like, do you just immediately leave, or are you still, did you have preps in town first?
Yeah, I think she's gonna have to prep.
Like how?
Food and stuff.
Okay, so let's go to... There's really only one place you can get food, and that's the inn, which is also like the major restaurant and place for outside event. This is why an inn is so important. Without the inn, you don't have a means to like buy and sell food. You can make like a hunting lodge, but still, we can't even upgrade our infrastructure here yet. We don't have a lord. Without a lord, no lord, no town. It's sad but true fact. Okay, so you walk in.
Does he recognize me?
It's like, Annabelle, you look normal. What happened? Did you lose a bet?
No, I just needed to blend in more.
Okay. It's like, and you're speaking in normal sentences. This is very different.
How's it been over the last 9 or so years?
It's like, same old. Constant brewing, the stress, trying to block out the images of procreating orcs. The usual.
Last time we talked, you took half of my whiskey bottle, and then I placed down the half-empty whiskey bottle.
And then like he pulls like a full whiskey bottle out. It's like, here, take that and this as well. I guess I owe you that.
Okay, thank you. My major reason for being here is food.
It's like, yes, food. Well, sadly, I can't. You'll have to pay for.
Of course.
So food price is 1. You guys got lucky this time because it's super cheap now, but it's unlucky because you can't store food anymore. I got rid of the ration system. So, well, you can and you can't. It takes up inventory slots. So if you want to sacrifice an inventory slot for food, go ahead. But just know that it won't last longer than after Sunday.
3 meals, I guess?
Yeah. So that'd be 3 favor. That's for the whole day. You're getting food for the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does he have? It's like, sorry, our selection's rather slow right now. Mostly we'd have meats and things, but ironically, the orc pack came through and they ate most of the meat. So I'll have to wait until next shipment.
Oh. Well, I rarely eat meat anyway.
Okay, so it's like the most we have is vegetables and bread. It's about as much as we have.
Guess I'll be slumming it then.
That's like, and so he's got like a grin as he's doing this. It's like, you have excellent negotiation skills. He's saying it like a sarcastic way.
Well, it's only 1 favor each. I mean, you've already got a bargain.
Like, yes, very cheap. Well, it's and he's pulling out like bread, a couple things of corn, some. Let's see, what other desert? Some random desert leaves. It's like, well, when you have a farm, you can actually produce this stuff in surplus, but meats, that's a different story. We don't exactly have a ranch. That's not out here yet. It's like, and then it's like, secondly, we don't exactly have anything to ranch. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would rather not subsist off of swamp turtle.
Well, those desert crawlers looked kind of tasty.
It's like if you can catch one and if it doesn't maul you to death.
I guess other people aren't me.
Yeah. It's like, yes, it's like, when did everyone become you?
Oh, it's, long story.
Okay.
Anyway, I have to be going.
It's like, alright, off you go.
I think after that I'd go over to Troy.
Okay, so you're just beelining everywhere. You're not even bothering to look at the environment or anything. It's just, you're just going as quickly as possible between objectives.
Well, I guess I'd be looking around. Like, it'd just be like a idle walk.
Okay, so D100. Anything out of the ordinary? Okay, so no. You're still Squirtle. Squirtle doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. But then again, when does he ever? Okay, Squirtle is blocking the door. Because he, like, you get to, like, right there, and then you realize Squirtle is kind of, like, because he's near Whereat, and then Finn, then me, and then whereas Squirtle is the one in the way of the door. Or in the way of the castle gate, anyway. He's a rather big creature.
Squirtle!
Okay.
You should probably move.
Yeah, so, and like it immediately just turns around and looks at you, and then it just moves a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of blocking the entrance.
Yeah.
Thank you, Squirtle.
He moved enough, just enough for you to get inside. So he's kind of looking at you pass. And then there's Troik in the training yard. He's been talking with the chief quite a bit. Are you curious about that in any sort of way?
I guess I'd listen in.
Okay. So, do you have to D100? Can you actually hear what they're saying? No. So, they're speaking very quietly.
Yeah, I'm just standing idly
Okay.
whilst they're talking.
Oh. So, you know, then he kind of does a double take and he looks at you and then he quickly says stuff to the chief and the chief turns around and goes the other way, along with his entourage. It's like, sorry about that. What can I do for you?
Hey, Trek. Recognize me?
It's like, yes. It's hard not to. You may think you're subtle, but you're not really.
A lot more subtle than I was.
It's like, yes, more subtle than you were, but it's not exactly different. It's different, but it's not too different.
Well, I've managed to keep under the radar well enough. Anyway, I was wondering if you've got anything down south.
It's like, no, not really. I try to avoid those regions. I wouldn't send anybody into either a lava hellscape or what's beyond it.
Well, I just happened to be going there.
It's like, well, a certain someone did go that way.
Who?
It's like, I don't think I'm in the position to tell.
Okay, then who is in the position
I
to tell?
said, well, not for. I don't think anybody really knows. I just know one of your adventuring friends went that way. It's about as much as I can keep track of. I mean, if I had to do process of elimination, it would be Saints and Oso, but I mean, I can barely track them half the time. That's just a wild guess.
Well, hopefully
Also,
I'll-
the fact that I haven't seen them around town recently.
Okay, well, that was all I had to talk to you about.
It's like, alright, fair enough.
See ya.
Okay, so, again, Troik is not a person that says goodbyes, he's just like, walks away. Okay, so...
I guess after that she just walks out of town.
Okay. You're not even gonna stop by Chi or Eagle or any of them? Just gonna walk straight out?
Well, they already know what's happening.
Okay, they know what's happening. Alright, so, now we gotta transfer ourselves to the world map. Grab you guys, move you there. I'll get you realigned in a minute. First I have to... I'll move you guys to the world map too when all the stuff is prepared. And then we'll move on to... We'll do...
Thing.
Hold on, let me... Okay, so world map, realigning. Realigning again, just to make sure that you guys are there. Okay, so there's me. There's us. You know, and then... Finn, are you just traveling on your feet as we're trundling along, or... Do you want to, like, get on someone's back, or what do you want to do? Because we're both able to be mounted like creatures, but... Yeah, or do you just want to walk?
Can I keep up with you on foot?
D100. Are you fast enough to just keep up just on foot? You're gonna have struggle a little, because we're gonna go over some rough terrain.
Seeing that I'm not gonna keep up, I just start climbing up on, where at.
Okay. So let me move up to the back. You literally have to, like, you'll be, like, on the shoulder. Or in branches. I don't know. Just, where exactly are you gonna camp? Because I have basically a giant tree on my back.
I guess the first branch that I can sit on without falling off of.
How are you sitting on said branch?
Like a normal seat, I guess.
Okay, just like a chair. Okay. And Annabelle, like, we're all walking out of town together, and then Annabelle's walking in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, moving on to... Let's roll turn order again. First, we'll roll the turn order of who's here, and then we'll roll the... I wish there was an easier way to do that, too. Well, I have an idea. Oh, wait, I can't do that, so... Why did it... Okay. Okay, so there's me... What did I get? Okay, so descending... We're just rolling turn... Like, it's gonna skip us. because we already went. It's going to go on to what's happening everywhere else. So, Sains, are you active?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to realign us to you just so you can get turn order. And then I'll, when you're done, then I'll go for Dr. 7. Oh, you're not in the Bladed Spires. It's like you're further to the west. Alright, so
wait.
7, roll your turn order, and we'll see who gets to continue their story first.
Oh, Lord.
7, of course. Okay, so
7, getting
7,
above
last we
50%
checked
for the
up.
first time.
Last we checked up, you were fighting the undead with a tank, because you have a tank.
Fuck yeah.
Let me try and put this in a position where it's not going to get in the way. There we go.
Would they like to run away now?
No, they're not going to. They're going to fight
Damn.
these ones. Well, they're not, like, the big one's not doing anything. I think they lost their command structure when you killed their leader. I don't know, do you want to auto it and just see do you win the battle or not? That's a D100, that's risky.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to do? You just
I
want to
mean-
fight it out?
Sure, why not? Let's see how this goes.
So the giant, let's see, it's the giant skeletal beast just starts to fall apart. Like, I guess without a dominating force, like a lord to keep it together, it just starts to, like, it just lies on the ground and then it just starts to go to sleep and fall to pieces.
Oh, that's one thing down.
What about the archers? The archers, some of them are moving, like, in your direction, some of them aren't. It's like they're all going in different directions. They're not really cohesive anymore. Okay, so
Perhaps I can convince them.
it's up to you. So, like, some of them are moving this way, some of them are moving that way. You're not quite sure what's going on. So, alright, you got the moves. What are you going to do?
Deceive the shit out of them.
You're going to deceive the shit out of them. Why? Who are you going to deceive the shit out of? Are you trying to do the whole
The
pack?
entire group.
Okay,
the
we'll
whole
do
thing.
100. Can you
Oh, Lord.
deceive the entire group? Or do you have to do it individual? No, you have to do it on a one-on-one basis.
Shit.
If it were only that easy.
I know. So I can't get a miniature group in this, it's individual.
So you can deceive one, so who are you deceiving?
Shit. Hell, why not him? I mean,
So what are you deceiving him to believe?
that he's not who he thinks he is, and that everyone around him except us is his enemy.
Okay. So yeah, of course that would work, so he's gonna start attacking the things around him. Is it a surprise? No. So they have enough in it. They have enough mind to. So he's gonna slash at his own, but they can defend themselves, which they do. So his sword slash doesn't do anything.
Which is fine, I
Okay,
suppose.
so you have one more turn for your. What about your allies? Are they gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'll whittle them down.
Okay, so she's gonna cleave across. What direction is the cleave going in? Let's use an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's two. She'll only hit like two of them.
No, it's fine.
So, and they have one defense each, so they'll just block the cleave.
Ah, shit.
What was their armor class
Uh-oh.
again? I think they were just wearing light.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're resistant to pierce damage, not to slash. Slash, they're more vulnerable to slash damage.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Okay,
Well,
so
it's a stalemate on that one.
yeah, so you did a stab, but that's a disable self and enemy. So she's impaling one. It doesn't take damage, but it does disable it. But in the process, it disables her as well, because she's got something impaled on her flesh arms. Something I've thought about is if you got creative with that, you can basically do that and use the person as a shield. That's real creative. That's creative thinking. You impale them and then you use. If it's light enough, you can actually use the body as a shield.
Yeah, but it's gonna just go through them, you know. He's just bones.
Yeah. Oh, it's still something between you and the damage.
Yeah. Still a chance of getting nailed with it.
Yeah. Well, it'll hit the enemy first.
Always the chance. Yeah, sure.
Well, it's not like you have a choice. I mean, she's already disabled, and he's disabled because it's a self and enemy disable. Okay, moving on. So she's gonna stomp, which is smashing everything in her area around her.
Yep.
Speaking of is it a surprise? That one is a surprise attack. So everyone got distracted by that, and they forgot, oh, there's someone in our midst.
How lucky.
So they lose 80, which will shred the armor off of one, but it will keep some of them alive. Alright, so now what? They take standard damage. Like the skeletons around her take standard damage. Oops, that is not correct. There we go.
Only got a few shells left.
Okay.
Move back. And pray to the ammo gods.
Who's doing that?
Free fire.
Okay. No, I meant they had, like, I heard some... okay, where's that going? Because that's a 5-area kill shell, and if anything is in that area, it's going to hurt a lot. You're really going to fire it. That's 5 area, so... oh, it is 5x5. Yeah, it'll hit that area.
Yeah.
So you fire another massive shell into this area. So... that's like that. That's like and that is an insta-kill. So that whole... so she like leaps out, and then next thing you know, that whole area is vaporized.
Well, one section down is...
She got caught in... so she doesn't quite get out of... like, she gets out of the blast, but she gets blown back by the backdraft.
Oh.
So she's leaping out, and then the backdraft... the air basically picks her up and throws her a little bit further.
Does it throw her all the way onto the wall?
Yeah, does it... no. So
Don't
maybe
ask
like
me.
there.
He's questioned.
Well, he just did, so too late now. Now, problem is, you know, vaporizing bodies, it's just all that's left is craters. There's not going to be much to salvage. You're just... destruction. Just random destruction.
Oh, that's perfect, isn't it?
Okay, so that's minus a shell. Did you already minus a shell?
Yep.
Okay, so...
it was at 5 before.
so you have one more turn. You have one more round, then we're going to go to Saints.
So I guess that's a...
Okay.
yeah.
What are you going to do now?
Beat that dude.
What the hell is that power drill? Who has a power drill?
Saw and then...
Oh yeah, okay. I don't understand the power drill, but alright.
Everyone's explaining it in...
Yeah. Just, he's got a... he's gonna eat the skeleton. Which is 2 charges. So are you gonna eat 2 skeletons, though? What the hell are the chances of you're just sitting around and next thing you know somebody's using a power drill or a power tool next to your head? Well, only in our game, I guess. Okay, so you're just gonna eat 2 bodies, or how's this going? Okay, so 2 bodies, that's equivalent to... you can only eat 1. You don't have enough charge space. You get 2 charges per body. No, you can't eat half a body. You only need one body to get up to 9 charges. Okay, so you eat one body, you get 9 charges. Then you have one more action. Okay, so you're gonna throw an attack which you miss. You waste a charge on that. Okay, so because Strom is disabled, she can, like, it's self and enemy disabled, so you can actually do a kill if you do a D100. Because with the enemy, okay, well that was easy, surprisingly. So it's just one of those. She's got this thing impaled on one of her arms, and then she just brings her other arm forward and just crushes its skull. It's like no finesse, don't slice the head off. No, this is one of those. All right, up close and brutal kills. Just grabs the skull, and it's, remember, the skull has a helmet on it. She crushes both of them like it's tinfoil. So, and then she just drops the body. Or she has to push the body off of the blade edge. Okay, and then she has one more action, because that counts as her impale. Wait, she used cleave. Where? Yeah, but this is the second time. You have two rounds, and then we go over to Sings. So that refreshes, and that means she has another cleave. Along with, you can fire another tank shell. Okay, so she hits. There's not really, she can only hit one target. They're armed with light armor, so it takes double. So let me check its defenses before. So surprise, that's minus 110. Speaking of which, he's gonna swing back? No. So they're on the defensive. They're on the back foot. Just trying to realign. Like some of them are moving in random directions. Some of them are not. It's you don't know what's going on. Like they're not really drawing their bows. Some of them are trying to stay ranked. Some of them are just wandering about. It's like, what's happening here? It's a cause of the. It's usually when you kill the Lord, their it's their hive mind mentality, and all of their collective conscience goes away.
Hey, have they gotten close enough to get shot at by the ice guys?
Probably. So now that they're in range, they can dish their, like, only, let's see. Well, problem is the ice guys are gonna, like, actually, yeah, they are close enough, like in 30 feet. So it's that, but they're firing, but they're missing. So these guys are extremely incompetent. 7, do you get any more insight judging? So you see like an ice volley come out of the tower, but they hit nothing. So you're watching all this, and do you get any insight? That's a D100 question. Okay, so you get insight that, okay, maybe they're not quite willing servants. Maybe they're enslaved. Maybe that's why they're not too keen on following orders or doing good work when they are enslaved to do so. They're elementals, they're not peasants. Okay, so now comes up to, where are we? You still got Opry. Opry she's shell shocked. So she's got ringing, so she'll only have one action. Because I mean, getting blasted out of that crate, or getting blasted away and then hitting the ground really hard, that will give you some concussion. She recovers quickly, but I mean, she only has one action. So what will Opry do? D100, you can give it a shot. Can she just convince them to go home? No. It's never that easy. You should know that by now. Yeah, 7's got If you're wondering why it's just me, it's 7 has power tools going on in the background for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so Oprah's gonna run in, or she's gonna do whatever. Okay, was that it, or? Oh, she'll just stay there. Alright, so moving on to 7, or to Sanes. So last
Hand
we...
back 7.
Say what? Oh, hold on, let me get us realigned. And then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back. Because it's past time for break. I just looked at the time. It's like, time flew. I didn't even realize it. Alright, so realigning, and let's take that break.